Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some RuneScape, shall we? Alex, Episcocat, Nickman, good morning. Good to see you. Alright, so how are we doing? Well, let's take a look at what quest we should work on this evening. So, as far as legendary quests go, we have the Prisoner of Glouphrie, which we can do right now. So I spent some time and I leveled up over the week, rune crafting a bit and fishing. So I'm pretty set for the next several quests with these things. Hey, Fire Mage, good evening. Okay, so I'm going to set this quest as active, and I need to go talk to Glouphrie in his cave beneath the tree gnome village. Okay, fantastic. Let's go. So, one thing, when we want to go to Tree Gnome Village, obviously we can use a tree to get there, but yes, this Tree Gnome Village. Aww. Yeah, that. So, you could see that they want me to go here. Now, I believe they live down beneath, so I could take this fairy ring to get here, or I could just teleport using the tree to the Tree Gnome Village, which is fine with me. Oh, you know what, though? I'm at the bank, so it's worth investigating. What do I need? Required items, none. Wow. Mather, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Alright. So, for this one, I need to get through, and there's a gate right over here. If memory serves, it should allow me to walk through. I hope. Squeeze through. I'm through. Alright. And climb down the ladder. Okay, Nickman. Ominous. Alright, let's see. What do we got going on here? We got to talk to this guy over here. Oh boy, it's been a while since I came down here and talked to this particular gnome. You know what I should do? So I'm doing gnome number 6. So let me go based on series. And let me just show completed. And go down to gnome. Path of Glouphrie. So, oh, that's right. So before, I had to talk to the king about the watcher that he thinks is a pet. So those googly-eyed things that they thought were cute were actually, spies. And I found Glouphrie in the caves, and I talked to him, and he told me to investigate his storeroom, and I found Eunoch's anti-illusion device. I activated Eunoch's machine. King Bolren's watcher became unmasked. I have destroyed the watcher. King Bolren has told me about an explorer who is also looking for Arpo Sandra. Aluft Gian Jr. has given me the sextant coordinates of Long Bramble, I found Long Bramble the Explorer. I've cleansed a spirit tree using a crystal chime. I now have access to a new spirit tree. I discovered that using a crystal chime, I can kill the warped creatures that live in the lair near the tar swamp. I defeated some very nasty warped terror birds. I've also looked through a strange door to see some talking terror birds. They have pressed a red button, and I've been rescued from certain death by Hazelmere. Oh my goodness. Hazelmere, R.I.P. Hey, Chef Smitty. Good evening, my friend. Hey, you're not alone, Chef Smitty. I died several times when I started up Frostpunk. It's a rough one. Okay, so that gives me some reminders of what we were dealing with before. Let's talk to the dude. Hey, Glouphrie, how you doing? Hey, Dr. Incompetent. Nice of you to come down for a natter. Actually, I wanted to talk to you. Remember how I said I was going to sort out all this junk? Well, I started on it, and while I was taking a break with the book, I realized that my bookmark was a letter from Gramps. It might be the last one he sent, and, well, have a look. I don't know what to do. All right, let's look at the letter. Glouphrie shows you the letter. Hey, Sir Theodore, good evening. Oh, I heard about this, that there's a brand new book that's coming out for, RuneScape. Episcocat, you read it as well? Oh, you finished the whole book? Oh my goodness, it must have been a good one. So here's the letter. This is from Gramps. Dear Jenna, if you are reading this, then it's been 2 months since I left Letya in my search for Arposandra, and I have failed to restore our honor by defeating Glouphrie. I have not returned, and the elves have acted on my instructions to deliver this to you. It may not be the end just yet, as an old fool like me can admit when help is needed. Jenna, or Genna, if you still love me after all these years, could you employ a brave gnome to come for me? They will need to visit my cave in Letya. I got there through the Galarpos Mountains west of the Prim Nomo Andralo. It was a long time ago, but the path I cleared may remain. When they arrive in Letya, they should show this letter to the elf Ifleen, or Ilfine. She will know what to do. Love always, Glouphrie. Okay. Oh, that's right, Alex. That's a good memory you've got, right? There was that letter that it predicted that it would be read at a certain time by me, actually, I believe. Oh, Sir Theodore, Episcocat being very cagey. I'm a brave gnome indeed. It's true, Episcocat, it's true. So you're going to help, right? I am. Sure, I'll help you out. First, I have a few questions. Fire away. Okay. Who's Jenna? That's Grandma. She died 7 years ago. She smelt of worm crunchies and confused me with Gramps a lot. That's a charming picture. How long have you had this letter? I don't know. It would have been years, but I don't know how long. There have been so many of them. I'm not the family secretary. Why should it be my fault if Gramps is in trouble? Whoa. I know, Alex. Glouphre's kind of reminded me of, Kane here, or whatever. I'm not my brother's keeper. Why would I know where he is? Okay, calm down. Exactly, Sir Theodore. Whoa, nobody said it was your fault. Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of it. I think that my character should at this point like pull out a little notebook, like detective notebook, that just and start like writing in a way that Glouphrie could see it. Might be Glouphre's fault. Just as my notes. Let's see here. What should we do next? We're going to need an adventurer. Someone who will recklessly bound into Arpo Sandra, vanquish an army of gnomes, throw Gramps over their shoulder, and be back home in time for cocktails. You got it. We're going to need my mom. Your mom? She's in the center of the village at the moment. I'll introduce you. Just don't mention anything about the bookmark. Okay, we're getting an introduction to his mother. It's all so sudden. This is my mom, Golrana. And Mom, this is Dr. Incompetent. He's been helping me to catalog Gramps' stuff. Pleased to meet you. Wait, are you the Dr. Incompetent? The one my uncle keeps going on about? Maybe. I hope he says good things about me. He said that you saved a tree gnome village by bringing back the protection orbs from the Karzad warlord and got rid of Glouphrie's evil watchers. Yeah, I did those things. I would have gone about it a little differently, but still pretty heroic for a human. Mum, sorry to interrupt, but Dr. Incompetent found this in the storeroom downstairs. I like how she's being critical of what I did for them. He's been using it as a bookmark. Glouphrie gives you a swift kick before you could say anything. It probably arrived in Gramps' last shipment a few years back, but I'm not sure. Show me that, Go-Go. Golrana reads the letter. This is terrible news. I can't wait a moment more. Gather my quest kit, Go-Go. It's time to bring Dad back once and for all. You can't go on your own, Mom. I said that Dr. Incompetent should go with you. You shouldn't make promises you can't keep, Go-Go. The letter asks for a gnome's help. If I may, I've been in Arpo Sandra's sewers, fought mutated terror birds, and operated anti-illusion devices. To be honest, I could probably do this by my... Yes, fair enough. You can come along as my quest apprentice. Oh, great. I'll get ready and we'll meet you just before the Galarpos Mountains. They're the mountains west of here. Okay. Travel west through the valley, between the observatory and the lava fields, until you reach some shrubbery. Oh, the Knights of Knee. I'll take everything we should need, and we will meet you there. You pack a determination to learn from the best. Right, I'll go back to the cave. All this excitement has given me the urge for a nap. This guy's just hero material. Okay. So we'll do that. So if I look at the map, and, well, they're telling me pretty clearly where I should go, which is nice. There's the observatory. There's the battlefield. Oh, this is the fight. Looks like I can teleport here. Okay, I'll use my, I think my passage can get me there. Maybe I'm thinking the wrong thing. Nope. Wrong one. No. Alex, I've been loving Chernobylite. It's awesome. No, they didn't give me a key. I just got it on sale. I swear there's a way... Is this it? All right. Where am I? This took me too far south. It's okay. Look at that observatory. One day. One day. Oh, here we go. Nice, Alex. More videos from Chernobylite incoming. It's awesome. Apparently, the way that I was going, I don't know, it did not get to her. I clicked on her and then I walked all the way back here. I don't know, maybe I just didn't do the right thing. Oh, okay. I got it. There was a bush in the way. I made it. I went the other way. Ah, Dr. Incompetent, I hope you've done your stretches. It's going to be quite the climb. I've had a quick look around the area, and I think we could squeeze between these plants. Ready to go? I'm ready. To letcha. All right. Did we make it? Oh, okay. We're looking for the path. Oh, I had to squeeze past this plant to get back here. That's what it was. I mean, this path looks pretty good if this is it. Search this tree. You spot a gap between the old tree's roots and push the roots aside. Push them over. Climb through it. Oh, cool. They updated this? Sweet. Do you mean back outside from where I was? Or when I get there? Let's take a look. Yep, it's got these sinewy trees. Yeah, you can tell when they've updated it because you get these like really cool kind of cartoony rocks. Yeah, it looks great. I really like the way that the textures on these new rocks look. The trees look good, very tangly. Ominous sky, for sure. All right. Let's see here. There must be a way across this chasm. If Bullry found one, we can find one. Okay, then. We'll find one. Investigate the ledge. There's a ledge here. We should be able to cross. It's too fragile. You'd only fall down and break one of your freakishly long legs. Freakish? Okay, I take it back. You have the legs of a terror bird. Now wait here. Hey, Nikki, hello. All right, we made it. You can do it. Baby steps across the rope. Oh, Sir Theodore, is this the thing where you can like highlight all the interactable objects? Yeah, I might mess around with that. It's something I like very much in games. I booted Disco Elysium back up, and I kind of want to finish it. And just as a because there's some similarities in how you interface with the world with that game and this game, in that you can click to move, but you're a detective, so you need to look around, and so you can hold tab or what many games it's alt, control, tab, whatever, and then it'll toggle the highlight of interactable stuff, and then you can let go of the button to do, hide it. I like that kind of stuff. Oh, Piscacat, I loved it. I love the game. I'm having a great time with it. Absolutely, Nick Man. But if it's the tab key, you don't usually use tab in the chat box, do you? Okay. Um, we made it. Let's look around. Oh, I got you. What about Alt? Do you ever push the Alt key? I don't know. For me, it would be a nice feature if you could turn it on or off because I don't use tab ever when I'm playing the game or some key. You know what I mean? Like Control, Alt, Tab. Don't use them. Mm. All right, so it wouldn't work for you, but most other players would be able to probably use it if they need to highlight interactable objects. It's just an option you could give some people. Obviously, there's not a one size fits all for something like that. Well, I'm sure if they were designing the game, it's their game. So if they wanted Alt to do that, I'm pretty sure they have the wherewithal to make that happen, right? Okay. Let's see here. So I can jump on these stepping stones. I can't reach it. All right, let's see here. I won't be able to get across the underground river on stepping stones. They look too slippery for delicate feet. Perhaps they're more suited to yours? Um, okay. Anyway, what'd she say again? Okay, I can't reach it, though. Let's see if I can reach this one. A very wet, slippery stone. All right, let me see if there's another way for me to get to it. Let's try a different path. I could jump this gap. Do it. There you go. Let's go. Do it. Let's go. Oh, Nikki, we're doing the Prisoner of Glouphrie. Okay. Hey, Zago, good evening. Okay. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm probably not. Um, let's explore these caves. Ignore any cave-ins. While I could sneak through them, we need to get you through too. All right. Is there a ledge? Uh, doesn't look good. All right. Let's check out a different way. Let's go this way. So, all right, that doesn't look good. That looks blocked. Glouphrie? Okay then. Oh, here's the stepping stones. Now I can do it. All right. I can't go any further. The next stone's too far away. We need to find another way round. Those stones are too slippery, and there's no way you're going to stuff me into your backpack. Ha! Well, I'm sure Bulry found a way round that didn't involve hitchhiking on adventurers. Okay, so this is not the way. All right, we're going to make it. Okay, did it. All right, let's check it out. Oh wait, what's this red right here? Investigate small crevice. There's a small crevice here. My turn again so soon? Put your feet up and relax, but don't run off while I'm in there. Relax? You just wait. We'll come across a really high lever and then you'll need me. Of course we will. Of course. So, Nickman, is the trope me being useless or too big? There's no crevice too small for Golrana to squeeze into. Now, let's get you over to this side. I'll push the stone in the water so you can get across. Wow, look at her. She pushed it. All right, now I can make it. I know, Nikki, exactly, right? Almost there. Onwards. It can't be too far to the other side. Oh, I gotcha. So we're just you're telling me I'm just living in uh Golrana's world for this quest? Okay. Let's see here. So, what's over here? Uh-huh. Let's see. There's a stepping stone, but nothing that it goes to. Oh, here's a red thing. Now, is this the way I came in? No. Fresh air. What an interesting smell. It smells like a forest, but unlike any I've visited before, we must be getting close to the Elven lands. All right. Oh, wow, yeah. Interesting. Looks good. Okay, there's the mountains. All right, we can go down here. Oh, yes, we are getting close to the Elven lands. Investigate sturdy tree. In my experience, a tree this sturdy would hold me without a problem. Of course, I wouldn't say the same about you, but I say we give it a go. All right. Here we go. Zip line time. Climb down. Yeah, you did hate Paimon. Greetings, elf. I'm Golrana. I'm not exactly experienced talking to elves, so please excuse me if we're insulting you by being here. I was hoping to speak to Ilfine. I am Ilfine. It seems I have become a friend to all gnomes. Teclin saw you arrive from a distance and called for me. You're only the second gnome to arrive this way. I presume you are here because of the letter? We are indeed. You know what, Episcocat? I like Morgana too. You really can't go wrong with a cat bus, can you? Golrana shows Ilfine the letter. This was forwarded years ago. We had lost any hope that someone would come. I've played every Persona except the second one. I didn't beat the first Persona for PlayStation 1, but I got it when it came out. And then I didn't play a Persona again until Persona 4. I beat that, and then I went back and played Persona 3 on the PSP, and then completed Persona 5 when it came out. No, I love those games. It's fun to go to high school and make friends. And have, powers communing with demons to stop evil. This was forwarded years ago. We had lost any hope that someone would come. We only found it recently. Let's say that we came as soon as we could. By the way, this is Dr. Incompetent. He's going to help me on the mission. Hello again, Ilfine. Dr. Incompetent and I have met before. You have made a wise choice for a partner in your mission. You've got no shortage of good references, Dr. Incompetent. Anyhow, Ilfine, the letter mentions that you would help us to find my father. Your father? Are you Bolri's daughter? That I am. Then I could not be more honored to meet you. Your dad has a brilliant analytical mind. It's such a shame that it is set so stubbornly on revenge. He spent a few hundred years experimenting in his cave, researching methods for dispelling illusions, just to find Glouphrie and avenge his family. A very dedicated, admirable gnome, albeit irritable. His cave is in the sheep field at the northwest of the village. I'll take you there. Oh, look at those sheep. There you go. I'll be in the village if you need me. All right, we made it. You know, this place isn't dissimilar from Glouphri's cave. Look, there are a couple of books lying around. Dr. Incompetent, you should read them to see what needs to be done. I will read them. Okay, we've got a prism, it's a singing bowl. Okay. So this is where elven magic and gnomish invention collide. Let's check out the handwritten book. All right. Yeah, I know, Sir Theodore. I was like having some, I started, my pulse accelerated and my eyes widened, remembering lasers and mirrors and bouncing them around. Hey, Andrew, what's up, my friend? Thank you for subscribing. I was like, oh no, not again. I must dispel Glouphrie's illusions. If I succeed in creating a device that nullifies illusions, I will be able to bring Glouphrie to his knees. As history has proven, Where anti-illusion devices exist, Glouphrie does not remain. By dispelling the illusions that hide his home, I will take from him what he took from me. So it's interesting thinking about, is Glouphrie actually alive or just some illusory projection? Well, we'll find out. Index. Oh boy, this is an indexed book with a clickable table of contents. No joke. Illusion theory. Illusions need light to exist. From what Ilfine tells me, Glouphrie probably creates illusions by magically generating light, then trapping it into the right shape. She had many long-distance conversations with Oaknock when he was researching the matter, and she knows a fair bit about his research. Oaknock's device worked on the premise of breaking the magical bond that traps light in a particular shape, which is why it works from a certain distance and from underground. But his design was very complicated and involved the use of materials I cannot get my hands on, such as glass. Also, glass? Also, it cannot be carried around. On one hand, I want to be the one pressing the fateful button that will reveal Glouphrie's treason to the world and bring his house down on the other. On the other, I would get no satisfaction unless I saw his despairing face as I did it. Oh boy. So first of all, it's amazing that glass would be like a holdup, as you can't get your hands on that. But I don't know what's going on here. Secondly, you could see in his notes, it's like, I don't want to actually kill him unless I get to see his face as I kill him. Now that's some spice right there. I will take a different approach. Instead of breaking the magic, I will cancel the light it holds. Light has very interesting properties. When crossing various beams of colored light, they collect together and the resulting light turns white. So by using a device emitting the right shade of light, it will mix with the shade of light from the illusion and temporarily dispel them. Such a device would be portable, I gather, and would be ideal to sneak in without alarming the locals. It depends, Nick Man. I could see you going either way about it because you do like some anime, right? So there's some anime that you enjoy, and it has like that anime sensibility to it. 5 is very, very good. I wrestle with, do I like 4 or 5 better? Probably 5, but I really, really enjoyed 4. Crystal singing. I talked to Ilfine of my anti-illusion idea. She thinks it might work. She gave me a light crystal and a few crystal seeds to start experimenting. She sang one of the seeds for me, and it turned into a perfectly circular crystal coin. It is apparently the first basic shape that crystal singers learn to sing when they start practicing. They then move on to an array of other shapes. She told me how the most advanced singers can sing crystals into bowls, which in turn can sing the simplest of songs. She said that Oaknock used crystal coins, like this one, in the construction of his device, but his were hand-painted to form a range of colors. Perhaps painting one of these will help me research colored light. No, I feel you 100% on that, Episcopat. I don't um like any of the anime that swerves too hard in that direction. And even some of the anime that I do like, as you mentioned, contains that stuff, and it doesn't interest me at all, and I don't I wish I could erase it as well. Letya's seamstress has a fantastic range of dyes in her shop. I went to buy some, and when I came back, there was a crystal bowl in my lab. Ilfine was there. She smiled serenely, then wished me a happy birthday. How I have lost track of time that I didn't even realize I'd turned 100. How she knew this, I do not know. I sang my first coin using the bowl. Quite the exciting experience. The coin is circular and translucent. I shone a light through it, and the light came out dimmed. This may become useful. Painting the coins with dye makes the colors quite dull and the beams faint. I don't think the color is quite bright enough to help with any illusion dispelling. I left the bowl in the corner yesterday, and it partly filled with water, dripping from the wall overnight. Out of curiosity, I sang a coin with the bowl in that state. The pitch was higher, and the coin I got out of it had a different shape. It was a triangle. Wow. When placed in front of the light, the triangle dimmed the light a fair bit, but less than a circle. I removed some of the content of the bowl and sang it again. The result looked almond-shaped. There seems to be a correlation between the filling of the bowl, the number of sides of the resulting shape, and how much light dims when a light is shown through. I managed to color the coins. Targeting a light crystal onto a prism splits the light into many colors like a rainbow. Later, a beam of yellow-colored light accidentally landed on the singing bowl. The bowl started glowing with the color of the beam, and when I tried singing a coin, my coin ended up yellow. Putting the coin in a beam of white light changed the color and brightness of the beam. I must experiment to see what happens when I combine various shapes and colors of coins. Ah, I see. Okay, so we can't paint the coins, but we can use light on the bowl to sing the coins into different colors. Through various combinations of colors and filling of the bowl, I managed to make 42 different types of colored coins. There are 6 possible shapes and 7 possible colors. Putting 2 colored coins on top of each other and shining white light through them gave me an array of very dull, dark colors. However, shining a beam through 2 coins separately and crossing the resulting beams allows me to create an array of bright colors. I'm on the path to the solution. All right, so here's the color theory tablet or swatch page. Light in the rainbow comes in a range of colors from red to violet, but illusions come in many more different colors. I saw with my very own eyes how Glouphrie disguised himself in a palette of colors, including a flesh shade, definitely not one of the colors of the rainbow. If illusions are made of light trapped in magic, they must be combining shades of light, just like I have. I mentioned my theory to Ilfine. She went to rummage in one of the houses and came back with a faded colored coin. Elves used to use light and colors as a safety mechanism, using a variety of colored crystals they brought from across their homeworld. They had very few of these crystals, and the majority were used in the Third Age, or so goes the story. Heathrun, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Yes, and so, if memory serves, this color wheel that we see here is the one that we had to use in the underground temple because, it's got opposing colors that are not like what we normally think of with colors. Hey, Scroobler, good evening, my friend. Heathrun, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. The color wheel shows 6 colors. Opposing colors cancel each other out. Of the 6, 3 can be combined to make the others. These 3 are red, green, and blue. It's probable that these are combined via magic to create illusions. So in theory, by emitting the other 3 colors in the right intensities, illusions could become completely dispelled. Spotting illusions. To confirm if the theories are correct, I need to find an illusion and experiment on it. I wouldn't know where to look. Wherever Glouphrie is, He is hidden behind an illusion, but that's all I know. He's probably out there in the mountains, and I have no hope of knowing where. Ilfine comes as a savior yet again. She convinced the village trackers to teach me all they know. That way, I will be able to spot things that don't feel right, proof of Glouphrie's doing and experiments there. I wouldn't have thought it would be so hard to become a tracker. The number of things you have to know and pay attention to is mind-boggling. It pains me to admit that gnome trackers are not quite as good. This may take me years. I have become so aware of things around me, it's untrue. If there are illusions about, let me think about this sentence for a second. I have become so aware of things around me, it's untrue. What's untrue? Or maybe I'm not understanding that. Okay. If there are illusions about, I will know where they are, even if I don't yet know what's required to dispel them. Back from my expedition, I could tell that all those years of tracker training have paid off. I spotted a rock in the mountains that looked a little off. The shadow wasn't quite right. I reached for it, and my hand vanished into it. It wasn't real. I crouched, and I felt the ground. It was quite nauseating to experience the difference between what I saw and what I felt. I touched something that felt like a pebble and picked it up. My hand appeared to hold a small pile of dirt, but it most definitely felt like it held a pebble. Experimenting. I've tried focusing various intensities and colors of light on the pebble, focusing cyan, magenta, and yellow light beams at the dirt made the illusion waver. The light intensities are not quite right, and the beams are too focused to reveal the whole pebble. I need to disperse my colored lights to affect a larger area. Shining a light beam through a crystal that is flat on one side and pointy on the other disperses the light fairly evenly. 3 of these, spreading the 3 colored beams, made the illusion waver, even from quite a distance, although moving the installation is quite an awkward thing to do. I should secure the system in a built device. All right, here we go to building the device. I have made a working portable illusion device. The light intensities aren't quite right yet, but I can sort the calibration later. The blueprints wouldn't fit in these notes, so I've left them on the work table. The items required to make the device are as follows: 2 long planks for the sides, 2 medium planks for the top and bottom, 6 short planks to panel the front and back, 2 strips of fabric for the straps, 1 light crystal, the light source, 1 long crystal for the cyan beam, 1 medium crystal for the magenta beam, 1 short crystal for the yellow beam, some rune glue to hold the lot. It's just a matter of following the blueprint. Calibration. I have tried all combinations of the right beam colors. It seems the quantities needed for each change every month or so. What made the pebble appear the other day doesn't anymore. I can't imagine taking countless crystal coins with me when I look for our Posandra. The noise would give me away. Would Ilfine be able to help? Ilfine told me she could do something about it if I gave her the pebble and some crystal coins, but I may have to wait a few years. Ilfine just gave me a calibration box, a marvel of gnomish engineering, if my eyes don't deceive me. Could it be Oaknock? No, he died before I was exiled. Eunoch? I was right. This is one of Eunoch's devices. Ilfine still has contacts east of the Galarpos Mountains, it seems, and she managed to get the pebble there and got back a calibration device built on it. How extraordinary. Maybe I could start sending things back to my family in the Treenome village, perhaps even tell them I'm still alive. Maybe one day I can find a way to communicate remotely with them, if Ilfine can do it. The device records the intensity that is needed by each color of light to dispel the illusion, and then outputs it. The 2 coins I need for each beam of my device should match the target color and intensity shown in each column of the calibration box. Exactly, Nickman. The output color is a combination of the color of the coins proportional to the number of their sides. For example, a combination of a red circle and a blue hexagon gives a mix of red and blue, which contains 6 times more blue than red. The calibration device displays a color wheel per column. When I insert a couple of coins, it displays their color on the edge of the wheel and draws a line between them, on which the resulting color is marked. The position of that marker along the line depends on the quantity of each color in the mix. This should help me to see what colors I can combine to obtain the colors I need. Interestingly, if I put 2 colors of coin on opposite sides of the wheel, their combined color will edge toward white. The output intensity of each combination depends on the color. Red is 1, violet is 7, and the number of sides. Circle is 1, hexagon is 6. Their product gives the intensity of each coin. A yellow triangle would have an intensity of 9, 3 for the color multiplied by 3 for the number of sides. The intensity of a combination of coins is the sum of their individual intensities. The device doesn't show me my current intensity exactly, but if it is incorrect, it will show me an arrow pointing up, and if my guess is too low, and down if my guess is too high. With this, the configuration should be pretty painless. Color mixing. I experimented with the calibration device to find out what combinations of coins gave the pure cyan, magenta, and yellow colors that I need. Here are the colors and ratios of combinations that give valid colors. Pure cyan, equal quantities of blue and green. Pure magenta, equal quantities of red and blue, or 3 parts of red and 4 parts of indigo, or red and twice the quantity of violet. Pure yellow, equal quantities of red and green, or green and twice the quantity of orange, or any quantity of yellow. Once my machine is set, I can look for an entrance to Arposandra. Arposandra. After a century of learning, experimenting, and searching, I have finally found it, the main entrance to Arposandra. Now, I need to prepare myself and go in and take dispositions in case I do not come back. All right, so here are the appendices for shapes, for example. Empty circle is 1, almond is 20%, triangle 40%, 3, 60% square 4, 80% pentagon, full hexagon 100%. Right. Colors 1 through 7. Okay. Exactly, Nikki. That might be where we're at for sure. All right. Let's see here. Build crate. You do not have all the elements to build the device. Okay, search the crates. Search the crates. This one looks like it has planks. You find many medium-sized planks in the box. You take 2 and place them on the table. Okay, let's just keep looking for the supplies. You find a few short crystals. You take 1 and place it on the table. All right. Now, let's see. They seem to be pretty obvious which have things and which don't. All right, we got long planks. We got long crystals, or a long crystal. What's all on the shelf? All right, nothing yet. Oh, okay, thank you. Search the picture indeed. Oh, right, here we go. This is Glouphre's diary. Chapter 1, Meeting the Elves, in which Glouphre arrives in Letya and meets the locals. Chapter 2, Settlement. Oh, I got to click on each chapter, in which Glouphre makes a home in Letya. Okay. So now that I have found a new home, it is time for me to start my research. It will probably take me years, decades, maybe even centuries. The toll it will take does not matter. I will make a device that will bring Glouphrie to his knees. Let's read chapter 1. Oh, or watch chapter 1, I guess. I had been looking at ways to pass those wretched mountains for years, and one day I came upon the answer in a deep fog. I accidentally stepped over a ledge and came tumbling down. Oh boy. Well, that's one way to get here. We elegantly climbed down a rope. When I woke up, I was surrounded by elves, some with spears at my throat and others tending my wounds. I was bursting with questions about the elves, yet they quietly tended to a broken arm that I hadn't even noticed. I was experiencing the wonders of elven medicine firsthand. I told them about Glouphrie and Arposandra, his dire ambitions, and my determination to put an end to his dire schemes. And I told them of Khazard's invasion and the threat to my people. One of them, a blonde elf called Ilfine, was a friend of the gnomes. She knew of Oaknock. She told me that, when she was living in the East, she held him to become the engineer that everyone knows him to be. That's right, Sir Theodore. We've got to get him to the elves. He's been stabbed by a Morgul blade. She knew of Glouphrie and his treacheries. Oaknock had told her about it. She convinced the other elves to trust and aid me. She would help with my plea. All right. Boy, luckily she's around. Okay, let's check out chapter 2. My arm was healed, and we removed the splint today. There's no time to waste. I must start working on my plan to overthrow Glouphrie. Glouphrie. I like your cape, dude. He's like, farewell, I'm gonna be in your sheep's garden. There's a small underground cave on the outskirts of the village, created by the water stream that feeds the village well. Elves prefer open spaces, so they encouraged me to take it. Although I'm not partial to living underground, I find it fitting, as I know of my family's fate, to live underneath the tree gnome village. Yes, exactly, Sir Theodore. I can also collect the water running off the wall for use in my studies. That way, I don't even need to come above the ground to use the well. I started to make the cave more homely by building furniture and decorating some of the walls. The light crystals make the place reasonably bright. Look at that picture. Suspicious? Yes. It's not perfect, but I'm not here for the comfort. I'm here to shatter Glouphrie's illusions and bring Arposandra to its knees. Time to start experimenting. Okay, so let's search the picture. You find a pot of rune glue. You take it and place it on the table. There was a hidden compartment back there. You find a few medium-sized crystals on the shelf. You take one and place it on the table. All right, we're getting there. Nothing there. All right, let's keep looking. Examine the hammock. The perfect place for a gnome to rest. It's piled with all sorts of paraphernalia. Yes it is. You find many rags in the crate. You take two and place them on the table. Okay. Let's see if we've got everything. You don't have everything. Let's check this shelf. Doesn't have anything. Check in here. Oh, there's a box back here. Did I do this one? There we go. Oh, you take a minute crystal seed. Man, one crate had something. All right, we don't have everything yet, but we're close. We're so close. The crystal is tightly linked to the base of the lamp. You cannot remove it. You notice the crystal is not properly linked to the base of the lamp. You take it and place it on the table. That's the last of them. I've got everything I need to build the device. Let's do it. We can build the device. Smash it. I built it. Calibrate. Crate. Oh. Deer. Okay. So this one says 9. And the target color is pure cyan. So they said we need a 3-sided shape that corresponds to 3 1 2 3, so a yellow triangle. You don't have any of that type of coin. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't have any coins. I'm not gonna be able to do this without the ingredients or whatever. Right, and the number is 9. Oh God. Uh-oh. We got... Okay, I can't click on this interface. Okay. Um, I can click on it when it turns into an arrow, but if it's just the regular mouse cursor, do not click on it. Okay. White is here. No coins selected. Okay. The intensity is 9 and the color is cyan. Okay. So let's think about this. This is... Let me look at my book. So we can see, the different numbers here, but they explain here. Here we go. So we just need blue and green to get pure cyan. So equal quantities of blue and green. So if we want equal quantities of blue and green, we need to get 9 intensity. So you multiply the sides. Let's see here. I need coins. I can't do anything without coins. All right, so I got a one-sided red circle. All right. Oh, I need more seeds. Oh my God, every time. Okay. Okay. Well, the thing is, here, let me see this. Okay. So I have a blue circle and a green circle. Um, but they said I could change the shape. All right. Let me see this again in the book. Okay, the output intensity of each combination depends on the color and the number of sides. Their product gives the intensity of each coin. So a yellow triangle would have an intensity of 9, 3 for the color multiplied by 3 by the sides. Okay, fair enough. So we need to have equal parts blue and green to get pure cyan. So if we look at, for example, blue is 5 and green is 4. So just their values, the circle should just do this for me. Let me see if that's right. If it's just 4 plus 5 equals 9, um, okay. So we got the first one. Now hopefully it remembers that. All right. It looks like a bucket. Okay. It is a bucket. It's a great bucket. Let me see what he said in the book again. He mentioned this. All right. He says a red circle and a blue hexagon gives a mix of red and blue, 6 times more blue than red. Right. But he does say that it'll help you, like by showing you arrows if you're right or wrong. Um, I'm trying to go back to the part where he talks about how he changed the shape of the Okay, so he says right here, out of curiosity, I sang a coin with the ball in that state. The pitch was higher, um, and the coin I got out of it had a different shape. It was a triangle. Oh, okay, you have to put water in it. Right. I see there's a bucket, but I can't click it and I can't use it. Fill. Okay, here you go. Okay, you have to just right click and fill it a little bit. And then based on how much water is in there, it'll change the shape. So let's take a look at this. So for example, this one is 12, so pure yellow. Okay. So if I go back to my book and I go down to pure yellow is equal quantities of red and green, or green and twice the quantity of orange, or any quantity of yellow. Okay. So let me think about this. So if I were to just say, for example, use a square that's yellow, it would be 4 times 3, which should be 12. So I need to go fill this up a little bit, change this to yellow, and then so 2. I think that's it. Let me see. Oh, you got to have 2 coins? Okay. Well, then, let me think about this. Let me get it to yellow first. All right. So if I just had 2 of these, then two-sided times 2, but that doesn't add up correctly. I need 2 triangles. Um, wait, let me think about this. It's 3 times 3 is 9 plus 9. No, that doesn't work. Um, but I could use that quantity. Um, 4 plus 4 is 8, so that's not going to work either. Let me see the book again. Oh, there we go. I could just do red and green. Green and twice the quantity of orange, or any quantity of yellow. Let me see. 6 plus 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's not 2 times 2, it's 2 times 3. I always do that. I always think that this is 0. So this is 3 times 2. Right. Okay. Thank you. Oh, All right. So we got this one. Oh, I have to. No, I don't have to do it again, right? Is it set? Did it forget that I did this one? Uh, oh, I just have to do it again. Okay. So this is 45 intensity and magenta. Magenta says equal quantities of red and blue, or 3 parts of red and 4 parts of indigo, or red and twice the quantity of violet. Okay, so let's look at the information again where it's like, um, let's just take the bottom one and see if I can get that to work. So twice the quantity of violet. So what would I add to 45, or to get to 45 with a squared number, or well, a 2x. So let's see if I just said, let me see what violet is. Violet is 7. Right. So if I had, for example, well, if I had a pentagon that was violet, that's 35, and then red is 1. So it has to be pretty small. Okay. So if I had a hexagon of violet, it would be 42, and then a red triangle would be 3. Um, but let me go back to the. That's just. It's not twice the quantity of violet, though. It has to be exactly twice the quantity. Um, so I need to get it. I need to have a. Red can only go up to 6, right? Oh, okay, okay. I thought like for some reason the numerical values had to be doubled. I'll try it. So then that would mean red triangle and violet hexagons. Okay. All right, we're going red, empty, empty, empty. Did I do it enough yet? Is this a square still? Oh, good, we got it. All right, so let's see if this actually works. Okay. I don't know why I made 2 of them. That was not necessary. Anyway, and then Good. This one is green and blue, right? Ding, ding, ding. Finished. I followed the instructions carefully. It should work. By Oak Knock Saw, Dr. Incompetent, I feel I've misjudged you in several lifetimes. I could never have constructed that. Wow. Let's follow the old instructions there. Now, I don't think we'll be needing any more of those crystal coins. Would you like me to put them back for you? Yeah, sure. Hey, thank you. There we go. Anyway, we have to push on. I'll strap this onto my back and meet you at the Letcha Bank. You may be a master craftsman, but I'm pretty sure I'll beat you in a foot race. Okay, so we're going back to the Letcha Bank. You will beat me in a foot race. That is true. Oh, wait, there she is. Right, ready to go? Feeling limber? Let's do it. I'm right behind you. We're looking for illusions, everyone. Alright, we're back up here. We need to scout around and see if this machine reveals anything. There has to be a way into Arposandra somewhere in these mountains. Alright. Look, what's that? It wasn't there before. You're right. It must have been revealed by the anti-illusion device. Let's open it. Okay. An air vent. An air vent in the middle of the mountains. I call shenanigans. Here, attach this rope and feed it into the hole. No problem. You open the vent and attach the rope securely. We're going in. You climb down the rope until you arrive at another vent. You peek through the bars. Oh my. Come on, faster. We're not going to subdue humankind by being wimpy, and you know it. Yep, I remember these jerks. Is that Glouphrie? Glouphrie can't be alive. That makes no sense. With Glouphrie, you can't be sure of anything. Those gnomes, they're all dressed like Gluff. Stop. Vanish. Wow, smoke bombs, attack. Ninjas. Who's Gluff? A vindictive gnome who used to be a Grand Tree guardian until he tried to kill the Grand Tree and frame humans for the crime. You seem to know more about our race than I do. You think the gnomes are related to Gluff? Perhaps it may be that Gluff comes from Arposandra. Let's get going before they notice us. I was always concerned, like, why we let Gluff just kind of stay and hang around. You know, like, it's rather dark in here. I found something. It's hollow. That's my head. Would you please get off? Aw, it's hollow. Ha, sorry. I could see an opening further down. The rope doesn't seem to go any further down. Ow, watch where you go. Ah. All right. I guess we made it. You hear Golrana's voice echoing down the chute. Sorry, you okay? Well, I've just been pushed to the bottom of the chute. You? I managed to grip onto that air vent you missed. It leads to a quiet corridor. I'll have a look around. You sure you didn't push me on purpose? Oh, never mind. Wait here. I'll try to find you. What's this noise? What's that? What's that creature over there? Is that a turtle? God's name's going on down here. These tortoises, are they mining? I should get out of here before I get noticed. Alright. Let's make a break for it. No, I've seen what there's there, and I better go. Alright, fine. The door. He's got mining turtles. Oh my god. Interact with the Watcher. It's a Watcher on a stick. I should probably avoid getting too close. Just in case. Alright. Man, what kind of an operation is this? Look at that machine over there. I can hear commotion upstairs, probably from all the gnomes we saw earlier. Now is probably not the best moment to barge in. Okay. No barging. Does this machine look familiar? Well, I've seen a lot of machines in my time. Looks like it has glowing eyes. A machine made of wood and crystal. Well, wood and crystal. Hilda. Is that the name of the dwarf that was, like, transformed into a dark dwarf or whatever? Or am I'm... Operator number 126. He looks far too excited. I wonder where it leads. Alright, so that door is not working. Oh, air vent. So the Red Axe had the same machine to transform people into, Chaos Dwarves? What is this? Are we linking Glouphrie with Zamorak? Hey, Apostate, good evening, my friend. The room I dropped into has tunnels leading from it. In them, I could see tortoises mining away. They seem to be much healthier versions of the warp tortoises that can be found in the sewers. Oh, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I should look for Golrana and Bolri. There are a couple of watchers on posts, preventing me from exploring the area. Perhaps I can rotate them to get past? Okay. Maybe I should go back down then. You managed to hold on to the rope this time. Congratulations. Hey, thanks. Who is saying congratulations right there? The narrator? Or is that just me talking to myself? Whoa there. Okay, I need to rotate it. Or maybe it's not facing me, so I can just walk over here. It's locked. Alright. It's a good question, Sir Theodore. It's just an interesting little, where did that line of text come from? It wasn't, the gnome talking to me. Whoa there, there's a watcher. Okay. No, I've got to get some kind of secret technology to rotate these from far away. So So maybe I should go back up. Did she leave? Go, Rana, where did you get off to? She's in another part of this? Huh. But I couldn't... I couldn't go up the steps. I don't know if I can... I can't go past this guy. I couldn't go in there. Unless I can open the door, but... Some creepy forge. Okay. This is called Prisoner of Glouphrie. Alright. The doors are locked. Can I push that button? A big red alarm button. Well, I probably shouldn't push that. Okay. For extra storage. Sweet. Mm-hmm. It looks familiar. Alright. So I don't see anything else to do down here. I can't go back in the vent from here. Can't go in the door. There's turtles down here. I can't go in further. Now, here... It's a surveillance watcher. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'll look around. So there's something on the other side that looks interesting. Oh, I can rotate this one. Okay, the other one I couldn't rotate. I didn't see that. Here we go. Tapping its feet and looking very bored. Talk. Who goes there? Your master, Glouphrie. My name is Dr. Incompetent. I never heard of you. Wait, are you one of those human adventurers we've been warned about? Yes, fear me. Oh no, I have to press the red button. Well done. You just passed the test. No need to press that button. Test? What test? I am a gnome disguised as a human, sent to test your reactions in case of a human invasion. You have followed the protocol and succeeded. Congratulations. Really? Absolutely. Why don't you take a break now? I'll guard the prisoner while you're away. Awesome. I've never had a break before. This has got to be the best day ever. Aww. Hey, Tantalus. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Oh, does it? It does darken the rest of the screen a little bit, doesn't it, Nickman? Yeah, it puts it out of focus, kind of. It's a strange effect. I can't believe I got away with that. You know what's funny? I actually clicked on that terror bird just to attack it before it got to the button. Like, I just left-click it so I could just blow it away with magic, but it was like left-click to talk, and I just talked him down and peaceably, got through that. So, we'll take it. That's a win. All right. Glouphrie. A human Glouc? What do you hope to achieve? The illusion's lifelike, though, I must say. A little podgy around the edges, perhaps. Ouch. But still pretty good. Are you Glouphrie? Pfft. You know full well that I'm Glouphrie. Look. I'm not in the mood for you today. Leave me here to rot. Fine, just leave me to rot in peace. Will you snap out of it and let me speak? My name's Dr. Incompetent. I'm getting you out of here. Ha! You thought this would work, Glouc? Or were you just bored? You know me better than this. I'd rather take orders from a warped terror bird than a human. Ouch. Who's the Glouc? Who's this Glouc you keep talking about? I thought Glouphrie was in charge of this place. I'm surprised. No one has mentioned that traitor's name in years. Least of all Glouc. Okay, I'll humor you. Perhaps you are who you say you are. I traveled with your daughter to rescue you after your grandson Glouphrie found your last letter. You say I have a grandson? How could I possibly? And little Golrana, my princess. No, snap out of it, Glouphrie. My daughter would never trust a human to save me. What have you done with her? Oh, God. I fell down the shaft and we got separated. I landed in what looked like a mine, while she came out on this level, the prison level, I think. We should go and find her. What, you clumsy oaf? You left my little Golrana alone? Oh boy. Hey, I'm not clumsy. She pushed me down accidentally, I think. And she could certainly handle herself. If you're so worried about your daughter, we should go and look for her as soon as possible. Whoa, wait a minute. How do I know that you're not one of Glouc's tricks? For one, I don't know who Glouc is. Sigh. Glouc's the leader of this place. He looks a lot like Glouphrie, the Untrusted, did back in the dark days, but Gluck's forbidden everyone from so much as uttering Glouphrie's name. It's so extreme that most have never even heard it. So here's something funny. I like how Gluck is like, that guy's a traitor, that Glouphrie. Don't even mention his name. Like, but his name is so close. It's like, okay, I'm going to use most of it, and then I'm going to just change one letter and just cut the rest off. Totally different. You know, you could always ask me questions that Gluck couldn't answer. If he spent his life in Arposandra, there must be plenty he doesn't know. Questions, huh? I think I could do that. What's the name of the elf mentioned in the letter that brought you here? Oh, okay, it's Elfine. They did say Teclin, but, Elfine. Who was the letter addressed to? Oh, God. Jenna. How did you find Arposandra? We followed the instructions in your lab, made a portable anti-illusion device, and scouted the west of the mountains. There, we found an aeration vent that wasn't there before. We tied up a rope and came down. If, as you say, you may... I like how he's still asking me questions. Like, everything's been correct. You made an anti-illusion device. How many different types of colored crystal coins can be made with the singing bowl? It's 42, dude. The answer to the universe. In my lab, there's a picture on the wall. What's it of? It's a tree. Not one answer wrong. I'm sorry for being so rude, human. Let's go and find my daughter. All right. We did it. We got an old gnome. This guy's haggard, but he's ready to go. I mean, this is a pretty ambitious little prison that they built. They were planning on holding a whole bunch of people or things in here. They've got room to grow. Lots of prisoners they could get in here. All right. Where we going, Gnome? Can you get in here, dude? It's locked. Dude, I need you to get in that door. Where's my little princess? She's fine. I'm sure she's just around the corner. We'll meet up with her really soon. Okay, so this one I couldn't actually rotate. Maybe we can open this door now. Oh, okay, no, something happened. Wait, where'd he go? He's standing over there. Oh, I got it. Gorana, I found... Shh, look. Oh, yes. So, Sir Theodore, I didn't notice it until I saw it from this angle with that red, horrifying mouth. Squawk, squawk. I have to make the machines ready. Coming through. I hope this batch fares far better than the last. 100% failed conversion, that was. I know. Why spend so much time breeding them when so few make the conversion? On the other claw, it's better than guarding downstairs or working in the factory. At least we get to oogle the ladies. I don't even know where to begin with these comments. There's a nice one on this lot. Lovely plumage. Let's hope she makes it. Jeez. We can hope. I wonder if fiddling with the machine would make more useful terror birds like us. I reckon the bosses would appreciate that. Yeah, fiddle with the machine. No, we can't touch the machines. It's forbidden. Ah, well, I suppose we should get on with it. Off you go. Oh, I'm gonna touch the machine. Ooh, that one worked. We might be in luck. Out of the way, number 202. We'll take you to the conditioning pods later. You'll get taught everything you need to start work in a moment. Now, time for the hot chick. Screech. Oh my goodness. So sad. She didn't make it. What a waste. Blue was not her color. My God. It's good to see that misogyny runs deep even in terrorbird culture. So this is like, I guess if we're paralleling this machine with what the Red Axe gang is all over, it's just a make me evil machine. Is that what they've got? Like, you go in not evil and you come out real evil. What's this? The alarm. Squawk, squawk, don't panic. What could be causing it? Prisoner escaping. Guard 103, sleeping on the button. Let's get out of here before they find us. I hope your dad's where I left him. No, it is Nickman, right? So it's like, good dwarf goes in, bad dwarf comes out. Dad, is that you? Who's distributing the, plans for this make me evil machine? My princess. It seems like Zamorak, right? Like, well, maybe. Well, that doesn't really make sense, I guess. Maybe a long time ago Zamorak would have done that when he was trying to ascend into godhood or whatever, but I don't know if that's still the case. Evil Bob? Could be. Could be, Nikki. My princess! We could catch up later. We need to climb up the chute. I'll go first, Golrana. Bolri, attach yourselves to the rope and I'll pull you both up. My eyes! The light is blinding. Quick, Dr. Incompetent. We removed the rope, but the gnomes in black will find other ways up. Push that boulder in front of the vent. Boy. This is a tough job. Push the boulder? How strong do you think I am? There. That should keep them occupied for a while. Hilarious, Sir Theodore. I guess you're right, Nickman. The quest requirements were pretty strict on that, huh? I'm trying to get my strength to 80. It's 79. Dad, is that you? Are you all right? Golrana, my little princess, I barely recognized you. You are so much older than I remember. So, how do we explain this to Bolri here? I know, Nikki. I would watch that movie with gnome versions of the original actors. Now, he hit his head pretty hard. Golrana isn't actually a princess. You don't descend from royalty. There's another king back at the tree gnome village. Do you think we should tell Bolri that? Also, it's going to be tough to like explain to his daughter, like, I'm sorry I missed your entire life. I was busy in this cave trying to make a machine to get revenge and brutally murder someone. Oh, Dad, just hug me, will you? She forgives him, no problem. You may not know it, but you've been gone for a long, long time. I could barely walk when you left, and now my hair is going away. Wow. You'll always be my beautiful little princess, Golrana. How's your mother? She's dead, man. Dad, what? Mom died. No, I refuse to. Mom died, Dad. She died 7 years ago. Dearest Jenna, how could I have left you all for so long? It better, Nick, man, or we're in trouble. Don't gnomes live for a long time? Like, if, there's a vague, like, Tolkien hierarchy to the lifespans of these different races, right? Like, elves live a long time. Gnomes live a long time. So that means that, like, Bolri has been gone for like 200 years. Or something like that, right? Like 200 human years, maybe? She lets him off the hook pretty hard. She's like, yes, you've missed my entire life, and you missed Mom passing away. Good to have you back. Mom passed away quietly in her sleep. She never stopped thinking of you, even at the very end. Okay. Well, good on Golrana for being the bigger gnome here, you know, and not holding a grudge. And every time she saw Glouphrie, your grandson, she'd note how much he looked like you. Gogo's more like you than he knows. You've been away so long. Almost 200 years. See, so it is, I mean, it's a long time. Almost 200 years. Like, you missed my life. You missed the birth of my son. You missed the death of your wife and my mother. It's been a bit. You don't know how sorry I am. I wanted to clear our honor, but I missed my whole life. Hurt the people I cared about, and failed to be there for Jenna as she passed. Yeah. He really wanted to clear their honor and get revenge. Golrana, will you ever forgive me? Of course, Dad. Why else do you think I'm here? She's the best. We all suffered like you did, but we dealt with it and became stronger because of it. I wouldn't have traveled the globe, seen the things I've seen, had you become king. Oh, wait a minute. Boy, I had it all twisted. I was just making fun of him for calling her a princess like, you know, many dads are wont to do with their children. Just poking a little fun. But, no, he straight up was next in line of succession? But then he got, like, what, discredited because of Glouphrie? I forgot about all those twists and turns. Although you couldn't forgive yourself, it took a few years for people to forget about your disgrace. Uncle Bolrin supported us from the start and soon let us live above ground. He's the king, you know. As soon as I was old enough, I left the Tree Gnome village. At first I told myself that I was looking for you, but I soon grew to love traveling and exploring for its own sake. I found a kindred spirit, Belmondo, a charming gnome pilot, and we married and had a son. We called him Glouphrie in your honor. We stayed at the Tree Gnome village until Gogo was old enough to cope with his own. Gogo's not an adventurer, no he's not. He loves living in his cave, reading books, and studying. He's like you in that sense, and he's very eccentric and quick-witted. He's been keeping an eye on those parcels you've sent, but he soon became overwhelmed with them. I'm sure you'll both get on like a tree on fire. Oh, is that a good metaphor? But we can't just stay here. Hey, Jason, what's up, my friend? Good evening. There's a lot going on here. Oh my goodness. You know, I was just thinking back on this. So, Glouphrie was a sinister advisor. So we have, like, the case of, like, the evil advisor. But then sometimes the advisor is not evil. So he was in the running to become king, but then what, his brother became king? Uncle Bolrin? Let's go back to the Tree Gnome village. I can't face losing you again in the mountains. I'll use a few grand tree seed pods. Hopefully there's enough space for a few gliders to land here. Hey, MDT, thanks for subscribing, my friend. Wow. Gnome glider for a very special lady. Boy, look at Belmondo. He's not as suave as he once was, but he's still looking chipper. Belmondo, I didn't know you were on duty. I'm always on duty for a beautiful lady like yourself. Man, this guy knows how to talk to the ladies. You charmer. Let me introduce you. Belmondo, this is my dad, Glouphrie. Dad, this is my husband, Belmondo. Most delighted to make your acquaintance, sir. You'll have to excuse me for not asking your permission before taking Golrana's hand. Rest assured, had anyone known your whereabouts, I would not have made such a presumption. Wow, everyone's so nice. In fairness, Belmondo asked Mom for my hand. She told me that much. Belmondo, you seem like a fine, well-mannered gnome. I should thank you for looking after my Golrana. Yeah. She's the one looking after us all, sir. Now, we normally take people back to the Grand Tree, but in this case, I presume you'd rather go to the Tree Gnome Village? There's nowhere to land at the Tree Gnome Village. Besides, didn't Uncle Borin disapprove of gliders near the village? Darling, I can land anywhere. Besides, you need to make a big entrance when you have the king's long-lost brother in tow, so he is the brother. You know, Belmondo's facial hair is unreal. It's such an interesting, situation we have here where this guy, hasn't seen his daughter since she could barely walk, which was almost 200 years ago. And now he's meeting her husband, who is an old gnome in and of himself. Everybody's making the best of this situation. Sir, may I have the honor of flying you back to the Tree Gnome Village? The honor would be mine. Uncle Borin. Golrana, stop calling me uncle. It makes me feel ancient, and I'm barely older than you are. Here, I can't help it. I'm in too good a mood. Uncle. Glouphrie, is that you? Golrana, why have you brought me this cruel Glouphrie trick? I know. I mean, can you imagine that, Sir Theodore? I'm sorry I didn't ask for your permission to take your daughter's hand about 195 years ago when I proposed, but good to meet you. Oh, not again. I can promise you he isn't. If he was a trick, we'd know. Because Golrana is wearing a portable anti-illusion device. Dearest brother, it's been too long. You're looking so well, brother. Interesting hedge maze you built around the village. You like it? We're still fighting the swine Khazard. The hedge maze seems to keep him at bay. It's a copy of one of the puzzles used to draw for me, brother. What's all the noise, says Glouphrie. Go, Dad, this is Glouphrie, your grandson, and the little miscreant. Haha, Glouphrie, I hate to say it, but you do look a lot like me at your age, Golrana. He's a fantastic-looking gnome. I like how when people make that kind of backhanded comment, he's like, you look a lot like I did. You look fantastic. This kind of backhanded compliment to yourself. That he is. Please excuse me, Uncle, but there's someone here who deserves our thanks. Dr. Incompetent, I was skeptical at first, but we couldn't have done it without you. You couldn't deserve your reward more. Permission to land a glider here. Boom. We did it. We've completed the prisoner of Glouphrie. We receive 1 quest point, 60,000 thieving and agility points, 50,000 construction, 45,000 rune crafting. You know, I think it's interesting, that they kind of decide to put these different numbers on the experience that I get for the different skills. Why make it so, construction is only 50,000, but agility is 60,000? What is the thought process behind the different values? Was it based on how much I did these skills during the quest, or because some of them are harder to train than others. Anyway, oh, I can. Look at that. New glider at the Tree Gnome Village. I was just joking about that. No, that's the real deal. Free spirit tree seed storage from Glouphrie. Ability to plant up to 2 spirit trees at a time with 86 farming and 2 keys. You know, it's also interesting. Yeah, the ending is very sweet. Like, at least everybody got back together. But it's funny how they're like, he's like, hey, bro, you're back. Yeah, we're still fighting Khazard. Because, Khazard's a Majorat, so he's going to be around for quite some time. Look at that. Rune crafting. Bing, bing, bing. We did it. I love it. So, that is it. That is the end of the gnome quests for now, basically. That they haven't added anything more to this because, they're still here. Like, the gnomes are still in this situation, and we don't know what's going on. When was that quest from? This is a 2011 quest. So it's been 13 years and they never have, gone back to Gluck or whatever. There's no information about what Gluck is up to. The boulder covered the air vent and we're okay. Interesting. For now, we're in a holding pattern. Sounds good. Well, then the next quest is Deadliest Catch, and this is back at the fishing guild. I did get my fishing skill high enough so that we can actually do this one, and it doesn't look to be related to anything else. No items required. I like that. This is also from 2011. So, this is the quest that we will pick up on next week. I like how you broke it down there, Nick, man. I like the puzzle, I agree. I think the story is interesting how it all ties together. I like the fact that it does have the diary with the cutscenes and the gnomes. And it's cool, if you think about just the fact that you situate the gnomes and their relationship to the elves, and, you have that going on. And you're still going after this, Glouphrie lookalike, Glauc, and you learn more about the illusion, and you get that kind of suggestion that they have a chaos engine like the Red Axe gang does that, kind of corrupts subjects into evil beings or whatever. So there's a lot of stuff going on. It's pretty interesting. What are my levels now? In what? Just all of my skills, you mean? I'm doing okay on stuff, so I could do Branches of Darkmire. I have that filled in. I could do Firemaker's Curse. I could do Elder Kiln. I can't do this one because I don't have 71 Dungeoneering, but that's okay. And then I can do the Doric stuff. I have to go back here and do, Doric 6, then do Doric 7, then do Doric 8, but I can do those because I have the smithing. I need Slayer to get to 78 for Lord of Vampirum, but it's pretty close. Oh, cool, you remember Deadliest Catch? I got you. And then, Well, we already knew about the corruption device from the Red Axe, but I had no idea that anyone else was using it. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that there's more than one, and that there are different agents who are, perpetrating this transformation, that's kind of interesting. Crocodile Tears, I do have enough to do this one, but I need... I finally did get overall rank 3 in Menaphos, but our man in the north is not going to happen anytime soon because I need 6 overall Menaphos reputation, and then Fight Club is 9 Menaphos. So these are like ridiculous. Like, I don't think so. I have done the Fight Cave. I died in the Fight Cave. I did not beat the fight. Brink of Extinction. I can do that one for sure, Sir Theodore, but I need to do Elder Kiln first. I have 80 smithing and I have 72 mining. I need my prayer to go up for Nomad's Requiem. I need 78 attack for Void Stairs back. Oof, Birthright of the Dwarves. Gonna need some higher skills for that for sure. 85 strength is insane. That's a tough requirement. It'll take me quite a bit to do that. I'll have to be fighting a lot. Cool. That's exciting. Well, we can definitely plan to do that. Well, we're making great progress, and I know now I kind of have an overview of where I need to go with spending my skilling time. And it is indeed my bedtime. It's a good place to wrap up for this week. Everyone, thank you so much for coming out, playing some RuneScape. I hope you all have an excellent evening or day. Tomorrow night on stream, we'll be playing whatever wins the poll. It's looking like Songs of Six is going to do that, but who knows? Anything could happen. Nickman, Sir Theodore, Nikki, Zago, Fire Mage, Episcocat, Alex, Jason, Tantalus, MDT, Heathrun, Andrew, Apostic, Scroobler, Karas, everybody out there, have a great one. Take care.